Hello everyone, this is Citrina, and this is the June 2018 reading for Leo. So what I am going to do is draw one card for each of the 12 astrological houses because I'm doing an astrological spread again this month for you. Okay, so now if you don't care to see the shuffling of the cards and the the drawing of the cards, you can fast forward. It normally takes me about maybe 5 minutes to go through this, so you can fast forward if you would like. I definitely understand. Okay, so let's get right into it, Leo. Let's see what's in store for you. Let me just mix these cards up real quick. Oh, did I mess my camera up? Let's see. Okay, can still see everything. See my incense over here. Okay. All right, so let's get right into it, Leo. Without further delay, let's see what's in store for you. Now, let's start with House 1. House 1 is all about self. This is how you appear to people this month, Leo. You have the Death card reversed. This is really, let's see. Okay. And House 1 is ruled by Mars. So let's move on to House 2. House 2 is ruled by Venus. And House 2 is all about your money, Leo. So let's see what's going on with your material possessions this month. Now, it can also talk about emotional possessions too, as far as how you spend your time or how you react to certain things. You have the Hermit card reversed. Okay, let's move on to House 3. House 3 is all about communications and is ruled by Mercury. House 3 also talks about siblings or your close neighbors. You have the Four of Wands reversed. Moving on to House 4. House 4 is all about your home and family life, and it is ruled by the Moon. So let's see what's going on for you in your home and family life this month, Leo. You have the Six of Swords reversed. Moving on to House 5, and House 5 is ruled by the Sun, and Leos are ruled by the Sun. So this house is all about having fun. It's about romance. It's about being creative, even about kids. You have one that fell out. Ooh, you have the Magician. Look at that, Leo. You're going to be working your magic, having a ball this June. Okay, now let's move on to your daily. Wow, what fell out? This fell out for your daily life. This is House 6. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is about caution. You have the Strength card reversed, and then you have the Ace of Wands. So it looks like you're going to be having caution, but you're going to be starting something new in your daily life. We will take a look at these three when we get into the reading. Right now, I'm just picking out the cards. So that's in House 6 for you. You have 3 cards there. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's look at House 7, which is your partnership house, Leo. Let's see what's going on with your partnerships or any contracts that you're thinking about entering. Now, this can talk about business contracts as well as romantic partnerships, such as marriages. We all know when you get married, you have to sign your name on the dotted line. So you have the Ten of Wands reversed. Moving on to House 8. Now also with House 7. House 7 is ruled by Venus. I don't think I mentioned that. House 6 is ruled by Mercury. So we have House 7 and House 2 ruled by Venus. Let's move on to House 8. House 8 is about transformation. It can also talk about other people's money as it relates to you. And it can also talk about shared resources. So let's see what is going on in that area of your life, Leo. You have the Temperance card reversed. Moving on to house 9. House 9 is ruled by Jupiter. And it's all about long distance travel. It's about higher education. It's about law. So if you're having any problems with the law, that might show up in this area. And it's about philosophy. So how do you feel about things? Also, it talks about other cultures, your interactions with other cultures. You have the Justice card reversed, Leo. House 9. Moving on to house 10, the house of your career, or better known, also known as what you are known for in the world as far as your vocation. This house can also denote fame. So let's see what this house holds for you. Shuffle a little bit more. This is for house 10 for Leo for June of 2018. Okay, here we go, Leo. What's going on with your house 10? You have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Moving on to house 11. House 11 is all about the friends who you have a lot of things in common with. Okay, so that can be your personal friends, or that can be your co-workers, things of that nature. And it's also the house that talks about putting your dreams to work. Let's see what you have for house 11. You have the 7 of Swords. House 11. Moving on to house 12. House 12 is all about manifesting your dreams. House 12 is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Neptune is the dreamy planet, and Jupiter is the planet that expands everything it comes into contact with. So house 12 is about expanding your dreams, manifesting your dreams. You have the Emperor reversed for house 12. Okay, so I have drawn at least one card for each of the 12 astrological houses. Let me just double check. Yep. Now, also, I'm going to draw one card from this oracle deck, and this is going to be your vibe for this month. It's going to be like a little hidden message for you this month, something you should keep in mind for this month, okay? So let's see what that is, Leo. Here we go. What is your message? Back to basics. Okay. That's your vibe for this month. Now, let's get right into the reading, Leo. Let's see what's going on with you, because you have the Death card reversed in your the area of life dealing with how people view you or how you appear to people, okay? So right now, people view you as someone who's going through a period of transition, okay? And sometimes a period of transition can deal with loss of friendship or a loss of opportunity. So at this time, people view you as somebody who might be letting opportunities slip by them because you're more focused on something else, which is not a bad thing. Because remember, transition and transformation is all about becoming the person that you want to be, not who society feels you should be, okay? So if somebody's making a little smart comment like, oh, I can't believe you let that job go, or, you know, I can't believe you let that person out of your life. Remember, they're not living your life. You have to live your life. So maybe that job was ideal for them, the picture that they have in their head of you, but you're not living in their head. You're living in your own head, okay? So if you feel like the decision you made was great, stick with it. Okay, let them deal with their disappointment in what they felt like you should have been doing. Okay, so let's move on to your money house, Leo. You have the Hermit card reversed, okay? So right now, as far as your money is concerned, Um, you just need to be careful because you might be you might have the tendency to splurge, Leo. Does that sound familiar? You might have the tendency to splurge, or you know, somebody might tell you that, okay, well, they might make a suggestion that you save more money and you just kind of like don't even really listen to what they're saying. Okay? Just keep an eye on how much money you're spending, okay? And try to save. Just try to save. That's what I can say about that. Because the Hermit card is all about, when it's upright, it's all about taking a step back, withdrawing from society so that you can, get yourself together. And when it's reversed, it's pretty much the opposite, okay? You are thinking about splurging this month. It's June, it's the summertime, you're a Leo. You know how that goes. So it's nothing bad, it's just something that we all have to work on, okay? So let's keep moving on. Let's see what's going on in your communication house, Leo. Okay, you have the Four of Wands, and it is reversed. So as far as your communication style this month, you're going to feel a sense of unease for some reason. So maybe you've taken on a new project and you're not really too familiar with all the ins and outs of everything that you have to communicate to other people, whether it's communicate to your employees or communicate to your clients. It's like you're not too at ease about the things that you have to tell some people. So I mean, let's say you're a counselor, and you have to break the news to someone, some bad news to someone. So for some of you Leos out there, you'll be feeling a little unease this month as far as your communications. Remember, this is a general reading, so everything is not going to resonate with everyone. So if something resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't, don't even think about it too much. Okay? So let's keep moving on. That was house 3, your communications house. Let's move on to house 4, which is your home and family life. Now, house 4 can also talk about your self-talk. Okay, so it can also represent things that you're telling yourself. Okay, so you have the Six of Swords reversed. So that represents almost like sort of like a standstill. So as far as your home and family life and your self-talk, there's nothing new going on. There's nothing new going on there. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just that there's no major change going on for most of you Leos this month as far as your home and family life. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Let's move on to house number 5. House number 5 is all about fun, creativity. It can also talk about romance, children. And you have the Magician card. So this is all about new beginnings. It's about willpower, individuality, working your magic. So as usual, Leo, you will be working your magic as far as being creative, having fun this month. I mean, it's the summertime. So I know you as a Leo, you're not out of any ideas of ways to have fun this month. So that's really great. You're going to be having a great time in June. Okay. So let's move on to your daily life, because this is the house where you had 6 cards that came out for you. Okay. Remember, your daily life is all about house 6 is all about your daily life, and it's also about your health and your vitality. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you this month, Leo. Now, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Strength reversed, and you have the Ace of Wands. Now, let's look at this Pentacles first. Okay, so this represents caution. And then moving on to the strength card, it's reversed. So this represents a lack of willpower. And then the Ace of Wands represents growth. Caution, lack of willpower, growth. So for you in your daily life, you know you need to practice caution in your lack of willpower, because you will be starting something new in your daily life. You'll be throwing something into your daily routine that you haven't been doing before. It'll be something new. So you know you have to use caution with that. And then look at this. He's the magician. He has his wand up there, and then you see the wand again. So it's going to be something fun, Leo. The magician is here in your house of fun, house 5, which is all about fun and creativity. And you see the magician's wand here. So whatever you're going to be having a great time with this month, that's something that you're adding to your daily routine. So that's really great, Leo. I know I'm excited to see what things you're going to add to your daily life. Leos are always full of fun ideas. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Let's look at your partnership house. You have the 10 of Wands. It is reversed. So as far as your partnership house, you're feeling a sense of relief. Let me just take a look at the cards for a minute. Okay, so with this partnership card, remember this can denote romantic partnership or a business partnership. For you, I'm looking at house 7 in relation to house 4. So here there's like no change. There's like no major change in your home and family life. However, you're feeling a sense of relief. So it could be a case where you are in a marriage, and let's just say you're a stay-at-home mom, and you have the responsibility for the daily caring of the children. So in this area, you will feel a sense of relief because maybe your partner is going to take like 3 weeks off in the summer. So you're going to feel like a sense of relief. That's one example I can give you. So that's going to happen for some of you Leos. Let's see another example I can give you. Let's say you have a home-based business, and there's really like, no major change going on there. However, let's say you have a partner in this home-based business, and for a while now, you have been carrying most of the load in this partnership. Well, in June, you will feel a sense of relief because your other partner will be back on the scene. That's an example I can give you. Maybe you and your partner, maybe one of you travels more and the other one does more of the daily the daily ins and outs of the business. Well, you're going to feel a sense of relief in relation to either your romantic partnership or your business partnership this month, Leo. Okay, let's keep moving on. Let's look at house 8. House 8 is all about transformation. Now, it's also about other people's resources. So let's see what's going on for you here, Leo. Okay, so you have the Temperance card. It is reversed. Now, this denotes some type of imbalance or like a conflict of interest. So right now, let's say this is related to your transformation, Leo, because in your daily life, you are adding something to your daily routine. So this could be causing this feeling of imbalance in your house 8, which is your house of transformation. So that's nothing major. Because whenever we add something to our routine, it always, makes us feel a little off balance at first, right? Okay, so moving on, let's look at house 9. House 9 is all about higher education. It's about law, philosophy, long distance travel, dealing with people from other cultures, things of that nature. Okay, so you have the Justice card reversed. So this could represent some type of delay or imbalance. So again, even in house 9, you have this imbalance continuing. Maybe you're planning a trip and just the whole ordeal about getting all of your documents together is just making you feel this way. So again, nothing bad. It's just something that we have to go through. You want to travel all over the world. You have to have all of your documents in order. Now, let's look at house 10. House 10 is your career house. It's also what you are known for in the world as far as your vocation. So for you, Leo, let's see what you have. Okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed here. And this could definitely represent a sort of, again, I want to say imbalance, because you are definitely going through transformation. And some people might view it as you making wrong decisions. Remember that in house 1? But to you, it's all for a reason. Okay? It's just something within you. It's a change you want to make, even though to others it might appear as though it's the wrong decision or you're in danger of making the wrong decision. But to you, you know that you have to go through this feeling of, it's a feeling of, I don't know what to expect next, or what can I expect next. It's almost like you're just walking around blindfolded. But it's necessary because you feel there are changes happening within you and you have to explore them. So that's what's going on in your career house. It's nothing bad. It's just that, for example, maybe you have had a stable, secure, well-paying job with benefits, and you feel like you want to do something else with your life. Okay, so a lot of people look at this decision that you're making as like a dangerous decision, like, you just need to stick with what you know. Remember, Leos, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone, but for this particular energy I'm picking up right now, this is what you're going through. Remember, don't back down. This is your life. It's not their life. Okay? Let's move on to house 11. This is the house of friendships, people who you have a lot in common with. It can also represent you putting your dreams to work. So let's see what you have here. You have the 7 of Swords. This represents some form of opposition, which goes in with the theme here. Okay, because in your career house, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and here you have the 7 of Swords. So your friends are telling you, you should stick with this job, or you should, whatever the situation is, whatever change that you are going through right now, your friends want you to stay where you are. And it's not that they're jealous. They are, genuinely concerned about you. Remember, this is your life and you have to live it. So if you feel it in your heart, because Leos, we are guided by our hearts. So if you feel it in your heart that this is the best decision for you, then so be it. Okay, so that's house 11. Now, also, let's look at house 12. House 12 is all about manifesting your dreams, and you have the Emperor card reversed. So right now, everything that has been going on, it's making you feel a little bit indecisive. Because on one hand, you're like, this amazing opportunity is waiting for you. Look at this card. You know this amazing opportunity is waiting for you. All you have to do is take advantage of it. Okay? So that's on one end of the spectrum. And these are in opposition to each other. Okay? In astrology, we have what's called aspects. So this is an aspect. This is an opposition. You have house 12 in opposition to house 6. Okay? Look at this Emperor card. This card is all about a feeling of indecisiveness. So you have house 12, your feeling of indecisiveness about adding on this new daily routine or something new to your daily routine. These are in opposition to one another. In astrology, this is an opposition. Okay? So even though you are going through this change, you do have this opposition going on. Okay? But one good thing is that you have relief from your partner this month, and you're working your magic to have fun. You are setting off either on a new journey or taking on a new project, or you're doing something new, Leo, and it looks like it's going to be really great. Whatever you're taking on, it's going to be really great. Okay, so let's get into your vibe for this month. You have the Back to Basics card. So let's read a little bit about that card. Back to Basics. This is your vibe for this month. This is like your message for this month, Leo. It says, your psychic sense and higher awareness are founded on common sense, which begins with properly meeting your basic physical needs. As obvious as this sounds, it's easier said than done for most people, because most people tend to live their lives in their heads and forget their bodies. Remember, if you neglect your basic needs, your higher awareness will diminish, leaving you to operate on adrenaline and anxiety. Okay? So what you need right now is self-love and self-care. Okay? Because those two are non-negotiable. So if you've drawn this card, it's time for you to raise the bar on self-awareness. Okay? So ask yourself, am I taking good care of my body without guilt? Am I getting enough sleep? Am I drinking enough water? Am I eating healthy? Ask yourself those types of questions, okay? Because your body is your greatest psychic receptor. And as a fully committed sixth sensory being, you need to give yourself these things and pay attention to the higher energies of life, starting right now, Leo. Okay, so Leo, this has been a great reading for you. Okay, it looks like June is going to be an exciting month for you. And with a little bit of drama. Leos, we can't go without drama. So your friends are just going to feel like, oh, look at him. He has his hand to his head, like, why is he or she deciding to do this? But remember, this is your life. You have to live it. So you have to do what makes you happy, Leo. Okay, so this has been the June 2018 reading for Leo. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me. You can visit my website and we can schedule a reading for you. And please like this video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And until next month, Leo, have a great month.